Hello and welcome to Religious Studies News. Today I'm going to be modelling a model framework for GCSE revision of the AQA Religious Studies topic. A simple format or framework to use when revising the key concepts, teachings and religious quotes for any given religious studies topic, for example, abortion. Okay, it's called the Religious Studies plant. So, we start off a plant with its petals. Granted, that looks more like a cloud at this stage. So, you would write the topic name in the centre. For example, euthanasia would go there. And then around the edges, the petals themselves would go the key definitions for that topic. So, if we were to talk about euthanasia, these key definitions would be, for example, passive, active euthanasia, hospices, and so on. So there you have, at a glance, your key petals for the plant. Moving on from that then, you would provide yourself with a stem. And from that stem would come some leaves. These leaves can represent your religious quotes. In this instance, we are going to say Christian quotes this side and Buddhist quotes this side. So again, if we were to talk about euthanasia, you can have Christian quotes here. For example, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. And Buddhist quotes here, for example, right intention. Now, if you were looking for the higher grades, you could actually have your quotes from Christianity that agree with a given topic, for example, possibly agree with euthanasia, and disagree underneath. So agree and disagree for Christianity, and for Buddhism. A very simple and easy split. Penultimately, you would have your roots. Now these roots would be some key topic headings or key teachings. For example, if we were to talk about euthanasia again, we would talk about the hospice movement as being one of these. Whether euthanasia should be legalised, arguments for and against euthanasia, ageism, attitudes to the elderly, and so forth. So all of your key topics would be the roots. And finally, the stem itself of the plant, you would write your 6-mark exam question example that you can then practice using your Religious Studies News revision plant. So, just to recap then. A topic name here, for example, euthanasia, and the petals around here would be the key definitions, such as passive, active euthanasia, ageism, hospices, and so forth. You would have the definitions of those words and the words themselves in here. The stem is a 6-mark exam question to answer using Christian quotes for and against, Buddhist quotes for and against as the leaves, and then the roots, the topic headings and teachings themselves. So, for example, attitudes to the elderly, ageism, hospice movement, arguments for and against euthanasia, persistent vegetative state, and so on. Now, if you use this format, what you're guaranteed to do is cover all of the key areas for all of the possible questions that could come up in an 18-mark exam answer. Simple, yet effective. A quick way to revise for your GCSE Religious Studies exam. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.